All right, folks, welcome back. Now check this out. After reading yesterday's community post that I put in there and you guys saw them Cajun Butter Wings, you guys said you wanted to see them because they look fire. Well, here we go. Let's get it. All right, you guys, look. So what you want to do is you want to set up your oven. We're going to preheat 425, hit start. And let me hit my oven light, right? I always like to look in the inside because I store, how many of y'all do the same thing? Store your cast irons in inside. I do. I'm going to leave my, this right here, my shelving inside here, my rack, I like it about midway, especially for what we're getting ready to do. Now, in the title, it says crispy. Let's talk about how to get them crispy in the oven. All right, so even before I start explaining that, I just want to show you how I got everything set up. Like I pre-measure everything right here. So when you see it like this, don't forget all of these ingredients with the measurements, even are detailed in, description is on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com, right? Now this is some of my local honey that I get from my local honey bee guy out here. And this right here, I'm gonna be using my, my salt, pepper, garlic, right? When I use this, there's no need for me to go ahead and grind no pepper or to use no salt, right? We want to control it. This is the perfect blend for everything that you're using, as far as like the salt and pepper go. And then they got that garlic too. Yes, sir. Now, when you look over here, let me go ahead and get this set up and then I'm gonna explain to you how we're gonna get things crispy and what we do, right? Okay, folks, look, now let's go ahead and address this part right here. We talking about these gonna be crispy, right? How do we get them crispy? I got a pro tip for you. I do this, I bring them out. After I wash them and do everything, get them all nice and clean. I go ahead and take a paper towel. I get them as dry as I can, but I don't stop there. Then if you can see any imperfections, like if they got a feather or anything like that on there, right? But after I do all of these, then I just put these in the refrigerator, uncovered, and let them stay in there about 20 minutes. And that usually dries the skin out. When the skin is dry, that's how you're gonna become, everything will become nice and crispy, right? So these are gonna be good. Now, I can fry these and we can do these whole, or we can do these, in, like party wings, right? So I just get in here, look at this right here. And I just cut. I really didn't hit the little joint like I would like to. If you just run this around there like that, you'll find that little joint, you can see it, and then you can just cut right through it. That way we got a flat and we got a drumette. It's up to you guys if you want to do a little bit of this trimming right here. That's really up to you, but this is really like good chicken, right? So if I put it like that, we'll just leave it. And this, I save my tips because we make stock, folks. That's why I keep this right here. And we just fill this up. And then when that time comes, when I need the chicken parts, I got them. Okay, folks, so look, this is how they are. I done already cleaned up. Obviously, I done changed my board, right? But you see how they are? Look, nice cut down the middle. And then let me get my bag. What I like about Ziploc is you can go ahead and write on here, put the date. I'm just gonna put a date on there and just say, wing tips, and just have that for this batch. And if I put some more in there, I'll just, do whatever. But you want to freeze these and you guys want to stay with me. That's just coming up very soon. In a couple of weeks, I'm gonna be starting to make stock again. All right, now, with that being said, let me move this out the way. Now, I'm gonna take this. I want you guys to see this. Look, I'm gonna take all of these right here. And don't forget, don't trip, don't try to guess what this is. The whole full ingredient list is on my website, Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. Look, I'm gonna save this last, right? But we wanna put everything, and if you do it the way I do it, it makes it so much simpler, especially with me explaining and all of that. I pre-measure, put everything grouped up as I'm gonna need them. This right here is gonna be baking powder. A lot of times we using cornstarch and all of that, but we wanna get some of this baking powder. We add that to it. Right, and then over here to my left, I don't know if you guys can hear it or see it. That's my hot soapy water. I got that going. You probably can see the cutting boards because I clean as I go, right? Get yourself a whisk and whisk all this together. Now by having that baking powder, it'll give that little white tint to it. I'm not using cornstarch, so that we don't have that little white. You ever had a little white powdery film that's left over after they come out of the oven? So this right here do the same exact thing. Won't be as crisp as the cornstarch, but this right here is gonna be perfect though. You guys will see. Okay, now I got everything inside of my bowl, right? You can see they might be having a little bit of reflection from, from my lights or whatever, but they relatively dry. Now, if I wanted to, I could stick these back in the refrigerator and let them, go ahead and just, dry out even more. But 20 minutes in the refrigerator, that is the true, pro tip, right? So now I'm getting ready to add, I'm gonna call it my binder, but look, this is the oil. This is gonna help it get crispy too, right? So I just put a little bit of this on here. All of this is what we gotta do to go ahead and produce a nice, flavorful, crispy wing in the oven. And before you guys ask, yeah, I could have put these outside on the smoker. Oh, and I don't know if I said this already, but I went ahead and left 3 wings whole. I like whole wings, to be honest with you folks. Now, after we made this is gonna be our seasoning, right? Let me go ahead and take this, open my top up. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of my salt, pepper, garlic on here, right? You gotta do that. That's good. And then what we do is we take this hand, our dry hand, and now we'll go ahead and just start to season, all right? So this wet hand that we had in there touching everything, we'll just move these back and forth. And then on these full wings, I like to go ahead and open them up. Now you gotta do it any kind of way you want to. Like I said, I just kept 3 or they weren't cut down, right? Look at this right here. All right, so now these are perfectly seasoned. Now we go ahead and get our baking sheet. Listen, if you guys don't have one of these little rubber mats to put underneath the bottom, you know what I mean? Go ahead and line that. Do yourself a favor and line it with some aluminum. Trust me, it makes the cleanup much, much easier. Nothing really sticks to that, you know? So now we're gonna go ahead and just put these on here like this. I'm gonna get these wings in. So I'm gonna flip them. I'm gonna actually turn them upside down so they're exposed the way you guys see them, right? And then when you're putting the wings in, or any type of meat in the oven or anything, even when you're in the smoker, what you guys wanna do is make sure that nothing is really touching, folks, right? So you see how I got that? That's perfect, right? So you guys can stagger, you know, the drumettes, you know, meaning the fat part at the top. When it gets thin down there towards the, you know, the joint, then you go fat this way, boom, you guys got it, right? That way you get more room out of everything. Some of these looking ugly, I could have trimmed these, but I'm not. You know what I mean? I want to eat all of the chicken, folks. A lot of times I do a lot of trimming, you know, they just look better, but I'm telling you, these are for consumption, for real, for real. There, give them a little space, right? We'll leave that flat there. And then I start doing them this way. You see how I'm doing my flat? Look, the good, pretty side, I'll do that down, and we'll finish with that. Because when we put them in the oven, we're gonna let them stay in there for about 20 minutes on one side, and then we'll finish up the rest of the time on the other. Then if we really want to get it nice and crispy, we're gonna turn it up, get it on that broil feature. Y'all know where I'm going with it. But it's in the sauce. That's what y'all came to see. All right, so as you can see, they go together real, real fast, right? So once you got everything prepped, you know what I mean, measured out, you tossed them, they dry, you got all your seasoning on there. Now that I got my oven up to temp, it's at 425. Put this inside like this, right? Medium, we right in the middle, excuse me, not medium, in the middle. I'm gonna close this. Now I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. I'm gonna kind of like take a look at them again at probably around the 12-minute mark just to see how they doing, right? But we wanna go 20 minutes on one side and then 20 minutes on the other side. And I'll show you why. All right, so look, now we at 20 minutes, right? I'm gonna look at these. Let me just pull this out. Oh yeah, these are on their way, right? So let me take these out. And what we're gonna do is now we're just gonna flip them. Look at that right there. Oh yeah. All right, so then all we're gonna do is flip them. Now, I don't know if I had said this before, but you wanna spray your grate. You see how none of these are sticking? Look, we just picking them up, turning them over, right? Yes, sir. These are gonna be fire. Well seasoned, they smell like they almost done, like right now. Make you wanna go ahead and get yourself some, right? But we turn these over, just like you guys see this. Now that I got them all, you know, flipped over, we'll put these back inside, right? I'm gonna set another timer for 20 minutes. We're not gonna be done after that. We're gonna go an extra 5 minutes, but I'm gonna set my oven up to broil so we can get them nice and crispy on this top part. Now all of the fat that's on there is gonna like render down on the bottom, and this part right here is gonna become crispy. You need this second part, folks, so don't get discouraged. We trust the process, and then we eat. All right, so look, let's take a look at them. 20 minutes have went by. Let me make sure I got these pot holders, because I'm telling you, this right here is hot, right? So, oh my goodness, look at that right there. That's what you want to have, folks. right? I'm gonna pull these out right now and I'm finna set my oven up to broil. Right, so let's get this going right here. Let me stop it. Right, we're gonna go ahead and set it up on broil. We'll hit start and we'll let that build up. Because once this comes up to temp here, everything is gonna come from the top, and now we finna get it a little bit on the crispy side, right? A little bit more crispy than it is right now. But I'm looking at them right now. Come on in there, come on. Look at that right there. Let me see. If I take my knife, because they on their way. You hear that? Well, we finna get them crispier than that. Then we finna toss them in that Cajun butter sauce. And this is gonna be why everybody hit me up in that, you know, the community post. You guys gotta watch out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look. When you go to YouTube, just check out my community post. I got posts in there, you know, 2-3 times a week, you know, with some questions, what should I make, and do all of that. But with that being said, let this build up. And oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and make this sauce real quick. All right, so as we waiting for this to come up, you know, to hit the broil setting, right? Let's go ahead and melt this butter. Now I got a medium flame under here, right? We don't wanna go ahead and make it too hot. It can melt organically, mean nice and slow without changing the color, right? We're gonna act like we're making ourselves a cake. Hey, speaking of cake, let me know down in the comment section below, are you guys ready for me to start turning on some of these desserts? You know what I mean? I haven't done no 7-Up cake. You know what I mean? There's a few things we can do, folks. Caramel cake. Ooh, don't that sound good? Just holler at me and let me know. All right, so now we got that. It's starting to melt. Now let's talk about this honey right here. I only need a teaspoon of this, right? The reason I do that, I reduce this down. I used to put a tablespoon in here, but I don't want to be able to taste so much of the honey, right? So a teaspoon has been right. Now, you guys, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but I sprayed this with avocado oil, just sort of fat. It's just a little bit on here, but what I wanna do is I wanna be able to get in here and get myself about a teaspoon of it, right? And then I wanna be able to just hold it up like this and most of it come off, right? You see how, look at it, you can see. With the oil on there, see how I'm getting most of the honey off of there? If I left it like this would just come off on its own. All right, so as you can see, I'm already melted, right? So I already, you know, loaded up my garlic press. I don't have to worry about having nothing down in there because I got a real low heat, you know, underneath this, just enough to go ahead to get that to melt, right? Now I'll take all of my excess. You see, that's one of the reasons I love this. Now you can also mince this together on your own. You know what I mean? It really doesn't, I don't know, I like using the press. Just the fact that I've been mincing garlic since I was a kid, you know? And I think now we don't use as much garlic as they used to like in the old day. I almost swear that my grandma was Italian because when it come to that garlic, she had me just mince. Be quiet and mince. You keep talking, go get a container, mince more garlic, right? So, look at that right there. And it's gonna smell incredible. Right, so we got that going. Now I'm gonna start adding the rest of my ingredients in right here. And you know where to find all the ingredients, the names, and the measurements, folks. And then some of you guys, I done have people tell me, like, they ask me, why don't I put it in the description box, like the ingredients and all of that kind of stuff? Reason being, I spent all this time making this website for everybody, so it's not just one and done. It's not just go in there and learn how to make wings. What if you wanted a side? What if you wanted to drink with it? Whatever you wanted, your boy AB got it. And it's suggestions for you. Even got it so you guys can just type in what ingredients you have and it'll tell you and give you suggestions out of my repertoire, you know, what to make. Now, how many people got it like that? That's why I asked you guys to go in there and just check it out. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and raise this temperature up just a little bit. All right, so I'm letting this cook down a little bit, but I'm finna hit it with a little bit of pepper. And now that I think about it, I should have hit it with my salt, pepper, and garlic. You know what I mean? But this right here, this is where we gonna get them flakes. We'll see that on there. And I'm looking at my oven, and guess what, folks? We ready to broil. All right, so now we just take our parsley and we just cut this up. All right, because we're gonna add this to our sauce. It's gonna give it some nice color. You know what I mean? Part of everything that we cook in the kitchen gotta look good, right? So something about when the presentation is right, come on, folks. You guys tell me down in that comment section below. Let's open that up and just tell me, like, do you guys care about when you're making food, you know, how does it look? I know half of y'all do because I see it on Instagram and all of that, you know, so. All right, now we got our sauce done. That's fine. Now here's where you don't want to leave your oven, right? Now that I got it on broil, when I put this in here, I don't leave, I just watch it through the window. every 1 minute I'm gonna take a look. This shouldn't be in there no more than like 5 minutes. But I'm gonna stand here right now, you know, and look at it and just make sure it's right. Once I feel like it looks the best and it's crispy enough, then we take it out, put it in the pan, and guess what, folks? We toss. All right, so now when we look at this, there we go. You gotta stay with it though, folks. Now I'm gonna cut this off because my butter sauce, I don't wanna overcook that. Now, I'm gonna take these, look at these, yeah. These is already, you can hear how they hit in the pan. I mean, you know my little, what is this called again? You can tell by the way that I'm putting them in here, how it's hitting this aluminum, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got them here, right? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this, oh yeah, right? Now we just add this right here on top like this, and then all we do is toss, right? And this would be the butter sauce that you guys were seeing, you know, in that poach, right? So I'll take these, let me just do it this way so you guys can see. Hopefully I don't get it all over the floor, you know what I mean? So we just turn it like this. And then all we do now is just, you know, figure out, you know, our plating. I got my little rectangle plate. So some of y'all know when you bring out that rectangle plate, that means you mean business, right? So, ta-da, got that. Grab some tongs. Let me go ahead and put some of these on here. Okay, folks, look, completely done. Got these. Actually, to be honest with you, this right here is like my third batch. You know, I was just like doing them. I'm doing 2 trays. I'm trying to film all of that at the same time. You know what I mean? So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and eat another one of these because anytime I can taste them, I can. But look at this right here. Ooh-wee. Cajun Butter Wings. These don't last long, folks. You can taste that flavor all the way down deep up in there. Come here. Look. See how clean that is? Hey, so look, I done probably had about, I ain't gonna lie, probably about 8 maybe. As you guys can see, look, I'm starting to eat some more off of this plate right here. I gotta stop, right? But I just wanted you guys to know, just to see how easy it is. And then you guys said that you ain't never heard of them. Make these, the recipe is on my website. Come back, tell me what you guys think about it, and tell me what would you do after you had them. Try to eat them without, you know, a little ranch or whatever. Ranch just enhances it a little bit, if you ask me. But these right here is fire, folks. Super easy, and if I really wanted to level it up, I could have did it outside, you know, on the grill. Now, with that being said, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. You know what, folks? I'm not finna fake. I'm finna sit down for a minute, so your boy's out. Peace.